Hey guys, it's Olivia and I'm back with another video. So 8 months ago, I made a video unboxing a standard pop socket from Popsockets.com and a custom pop socket. And now 8 months later, after having them on my phone every day for the last 8 months, I am going to do a review. But before we get into this week's video, be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make new videos every Monday. I make anywhere from Popsocket videos to rant videos to how to make money online videos. And with all that being said, let's get into this week's video. So we all know what Popsockets do. You can use them as a phone grip, you can use them as a phone stand, you can wrap your headphones around them. So that's not what we're going to talk about in this week's video. I'm more going to talk about the wear and tear over time of using them every single day for nearly a year. So the first thing I want to talk about is dirt. So if you have your Popsockets for a while, they're gonna get a little dirty. So for example, I have a clear phone case, right? So if I take off my phone case, as you can see, there is a dirt ring around the pop socket because the way a pop socket sticks to your phone is through an adhesive. So little pieces of dirt stick to the outside of the adhesive and you get these dirt rings. If you don't have a clear phone case, then you're not really going to notice. But if you do have a clear phone case, whenever you take your phone out of the case, you're going to see that little bit of dirt. Another thing regarding dirt is if I pop up the accordions, as you can see, my accordions are white, or at least they used to be. Now they're like a brownish, grayish color. I'll insert a clip of what they looked like when I first got them, and as you can see, the color in that clip and the color right in front of you right now are not the same. So as much as we would like to believe that our hands are clean because we wash them multiple times a day, your hands are never 100% clean, and it definitely comes off onto the pop socket. So here I have my iPhone 5S, which has a pop socket case on it. I did a video on that if you would like to watch it. And when I pop these up, as you can see, the accordion is black. And I've had this for over 2 years. And as you can see, there's no dirt on it. Or should I say, there is dirt, but you can't see it because the accordion is black. So the black accordion is definitely more forgiving in terms of hiding dirt. I know that there are a lot of other accordion colors, and I would assume that the darker the color, the less visible the dirt. So just a little heads up, if you do decide to get a white accordion, it will get dirty over time. So that's enough talking about dirt. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the wear and tear of it all. So if you look at my phone, this is the standard pop socket that you can buy off Popsockets.com, and this is the custom one that I designed. On the standard one, the letters seem to be coming off a little bit. So the N in the word don't and the T, C, and H in the word touch, they're kind of scratching off and fading a little bit. Meanwhile, the custom one that says my phone, all of the letters seem to be intact. So the writing is definitely legible. I can tell that this says don't touch. That's not much of a problem, but when you look at it up close, you can see that the letters are in fact coming off a little bit. So I don't know if I use this one more because it's at the top and maybe that's why it looks more worn out because I use it more, or if they just make the custom ones a better quality than the standard ones. I'm not exactly sure, so I cannot speak on that, but I did notice the standard one is kind of coming off a little bit, and the custom one looks exactly the same as the day I bought it. And the last thing I would like to talk about is the weakening of the adhesive, or at least what I think is the weakening of the adhesive. So as I said in the beginning of this video, we all know what Popsockets do. Phone stand, phone grip, wrap your headphones around them, right? So feeding off of that and what they are supposed to be able to do, right now you can see that the Popsockets are very close together. They are basically touching. And then if I show you my Popsocket case, you can see how they are very spaced out. When I first put these two Popsockets on, they had this spacing. And as you can see now, they do not. I did not move them. The top Popsocket moved down. And that was a result of wrapping my earbuds around the Popsockets, which is what you're supposed to be able to do. So let me show you as an example. So right now they are almost touching, like basically right on top of each other, right? So if I pop them up, and I take my earbuds and I wrap them around. As you can see, now they are actually overlapping. And if I leave that for a little bit, let's just wait 5 seconds. Sure. And then I take it off and I unravel it. Well, now, as you can see, the top Popsocket is actually lower and the bottom one is overlapping it a little bit. Even just keeping it on for that short period of time has pushed them closer together. So if you wrap it around and leave it because you're in a class or something, and let's say that class is an hour long, if this shifts in 5 seconds, well, it's gonna shift a lot more in an hour. And if you do that every single day for 8 months, you get this. You get them right next to each other, when 8 months ago they were that far apart. So when I first put this on, this was covering the Apple logo a little bit, and now you can see that it's way below the Apple logo, and that's from wrapping my headphones around them. And the reason that bothers me a little bit is because that's what they're advertised to do. And it does keep my earbuds out of my way and untangled, but it ends up compromising the position of the Popsocket. And like in February when I first got it, that was not a problem. It's been happening more over the last couple of months. So around month 6 is when they started to shift. And so I don't know if that's due to the weakening of the adhesive, but that's the only thing that I can think of. So when I say weakening of the adhesive, I just mean that it moves down, but it does not come off. I never pull on it and the Popsocket comes right off. No, they are stuck on there. They are not moving anywhere, but they do, the top one at least, if you have two, the top one might shift down a little bit when you wrap your earbuds around them. So one thing that I've been doing is popping this up and pushing it up a little bit. And as you can see, now there is space between the Popsockets again. But right as I wrap my earbuds around them, they start to overlap again. So that is one thing that you might want to look out for if you are getting two Popsockets and you intend to wrap your earbuds around them. And one thing I forgot to mention, since the Popsockets have shifted, I am only able to fit one finger between the Popsockets. Meanwhile, on the Popsocket case with its current spacing, I am able to fit 2 fingers between the Popsockets. And as you can see in the unboxing of these 2 Popsockets, that is the spacing that I had. I was able to fit 2 fingers between the Popsockets, but the way it currently is, that is not possible. So that's really it. Those are not big complaints of mine. I don't mind that it's a little bit dirty. I don't mind that the letters are coming off a little bit because I can still read it. If it comes to the point where I can't read it anymore, then that's going to be a little bit of a bummer. But yeah, I would say the biggest thing is the Popsockets shifting. But yeah, so those are just 3 things that I've noticed from having 2 pop sockets on my phone for the last 8 months. And I feel like people, when they do a pop socket review, they're just like, oh, it stands. Oh, I can hold it. And it's like, we already knew that. So I just wanted to tell you some things that you might not know, just so that you know more about this product before you purchase it. So that's all for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you think your friends will enjoy it, be sure to share it with them. I do have a whole Popsockets playlist, so you can check that out if you would like to. All my social media links will be down below in case you want to follow me on there. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make new videos every Monday, and I'll see you next Monday with a new video.